Do you think this is the biggest story of our generation?
It's
100%.
possible.
9/11. We might be at I think I'm in a generation different, slight from you. Like I was the end of X, you're the beginning of the next one. So for
No,
me,
I'm
it was
older than all of
9/11.
you.
9/11 because it was sending. We still didn't know. It was like 3 years that we didn't understand 9/11, which was made it much worse. This at least we have light on it right now.
9/11 was catastrophic, but it brought the country more together. This is, for our generation, something that is the most divisive in our country
There's
ever.
an argument to be made that 9/11 is what set all of this in motion. So 9/11, the United States, the response the United States has to 9/11, where the U.S. really clamps down on data and information and stuff like that and spying, and really violates the Constitution. I think that there's an argument to be made that 9/11 changed America so much that made this moment possible. But at the same time, it is reasonable to say that the clear political attack on the president by putting your political opponent in jail, that is a watershed moment. That is without question, if it's not the most impactful, and I think it remains to be seen whether or not it will be. If it's not, it's definitely among the top 2 or 3.
Would you say that it's coordinated? Like Bragg is like coordinating with we were talking about this earlier in like a Twitter space or whatever, but do you think it's coordinated? Like Bragg is working with the Democrat Party, or he's just like a rogue actor doing it just for himself because, that's what he ran on and he wants to make a name for himself by.
The vibe I get is that it's coordinated or at least planned, or that it's because I was rewatching the debates between Hillary and Donald again. Like I watched it a little before, and there's the whole thing of she's talking, glad you're not in charge of the law, and he's like, because you'd be in jail. Ha ha ha. Then another segment, they're debating, and Donald's like, I didn't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it. When I get into power, I'm gonna have a special prosecutor look into your emails. Like he was totally telling her on stage, I'm gonna go after you and investigate you when I become president. So like he opened the gates to this.
Well, he didn't do it though.
He didn't. He didn't do it.
And we should now. I mean, there should be.
He should have done it.
He should have.
He should have. 100%.
I don't know. I think the precedent's bad. Whoever does it,
He should have, because he should have done it as an attack on the bureaucuracy. It's not because the Secretary of State is a bureaucratic position, right? So Hillary Clinton was the Secretary of State. That's when she amassed the story goes that's when she amassed.
He chickened out.
Yeah, he did.
He got in, and then he's like, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. And then behind closed doors, they were sitting there saying to themselves, we have to crush him. Yep. In any way possible.
Yeah, he humiliated her so hard on the stage.
They tweeted that, the day he got inaugurated, they were going to impeach him.
100%.
The lawyer who was involved in the first impeachment tweeted at him, we will impeach you.
Yep.
They had been working nonstop to make up a reason to go after him. And now that he's running again, and they know he's doing well in the polls, this is what they do, 136 years in prison.
I think they would have done this regardless of how he was doing in the polls, to be honest with you.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I think that this is punishment.